Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. Let's talk about leveraging VA benefits to become a finance manager, get the training you need in 30 days, and then go out and earn potentially $200,000 or more per year. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. Before we jump into it, I want to throw out a very special thank you to Carmen Rivera, M8V. Carmen Rivera, thank you so much for that super chat, super comment. I truly appreciate your support very much. All right, let's jump into this. So, the Automotive Dealership Institute is the nation's only licensed and government-approved finance and insurance school and the only finance and insurance school to accept the post-9/11 GI Bill. And I will add also VR&E, Veterans Readiness and Employment Benefits. So whether you're using post-9/11 GI Bill or you're utilizing VR&E benefits, you can utilize those benefits to attend the Automotive Dealership Institute, and that's a 1-month program that will get you trained up to be a finance manager. And look, here's some of the stats here. They have over 90% job placement as a finance and insurance manager within 90 days of graduation. Here's my thought. Not every single job out there requires you to go have a degree in underwater basket weaving, right? So whether you're looking at going to school potentially for a degree in X, but primarily so you can get the housing stipend, right? Or if you're going to get a degree because it's actually needed for the job that you're looking for. Two different things, and that's fine. But you need to make the determination on where you should go, right? What should I be doing and looking at as far as a job, the end goal is concerned? Now, the average income reported by the NADA is $200,472 per year for finance managers. Now, a finance manager in the automotive world is one option. Let's say that you don't really want to work in cars. Maybe you like tractors. Go work at a tractor dealership, or RVs, or boats, or motorcycles. You pick your flavor. Again, the class is 4 weeks long. It's 160 classroom hours, and this could be life-changing. You can utilize your benefits to get the job in which you are looking for that can pay you good money. Now, I personally never worked in the automotive finance world, but I was in mortgages, and I did mortgages for probably 12 years. And I really enjoyed the mortgage industry until 2007, 2008, when it kind of imploded. And I stuck into it till 2010 or so, and then I ended up getting out of it. And for a moment there, I was considering to go the automotive finance route. I had some buddies of mine that actually worked in that field, very lucrative. They had great jobs, nice cars, all that good stuff, and thought about going that route. Instead, I ended up getting into veterans benefits, and so I've been kind of doing that for a very long time now. Now, what I want to throw out to you is this idea. I know many people utilize their post 9/11 GI Bill, and that housing allowance is a very, very important part of your household income while you have it. Now, is it a forever thing? Of course not. It's going to end. So you need to make the appropriate moves up front and really think about where you're going, where you're going to be, and what's going to happen after the fact. A thought here is, if you are remotely interested in becoming a finance manager and working at a dealership and working the numbers and doing all of that, if you're interested in that, reach out to the Automotive Dealership Institute. They consistently have classes running because it's only a 1-month long class, a 4-week class. So reach out to them. They have a veterans liaison that you could speak to, get the information you need so you can make an educated decision on whether it's right for you or not. Then, if it is right for you, great. Get in there, go through the 1-month program, get settled in wherever you're going to go land your job. Now, here's another kind of side thought. If you are wanting to live in a specific city, if you're looking to move from where you're at to another city, county, different location, if you want to move out of state, this could be the way that you leverage that opportunity, right? Maybe you want to move to whatever state. I don't even know what state. You want to move to, I don't know, Tennessee. So you want to move to Tennessee now, and you don't live in Tennessee, and you want to move to Tennessee. Well, as you're going through the Automotive Dealership Institute to become a finance manager, when you graduate that, work with their job placement folks and say, hey, look, I'm really looking to move somewhere in Tennessee. That would be great. Can you help me find a job in this city, this city, this city, this city, or this city with a radius of X, right? You can work with them to land where you want to be, working a good job, making good money. Utilize that aspect of it. Open up the mind a little bit, because that can really work out in your favor. Now, once you actually get in place and you get your feet under you and you're rocking and rolling, well, now, if you still have some post 9/11 GI Bill remaining, maybe now's a good opportunity to re-engage if you want. And now you're going to continue to get the housing allowance, continue working on your degree if that's what you're looking to do, to have with you as well. So there's kind of some different avenues in which you can go with this. I like to talk about the automotive dealership because I think that it is a way for folks to really change their trajectory. Now, look, I get it. It's not for everybody, right? Maybe that's not your wheelhouse. Maybe you'd rather go be a mechanic somewhere, or maybe you want to get into IT. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but for those that it is, it's a great opportunity. Now, let's talk about, most people understand post 9/11 GI Bill and how that works. Another aspect here is the Supreme Court's ruling, which is adding 12 months of educational benefits to approximately 1 million individuals. So that's a lot of folks that are now going to be getting educational benefits again. This is something that you'll want to talk with the liaison at the Automotive Dealership Institute, and I'll put all their information in the description below, as well as reaching out to the VA and talking to them as well. Now, in addition, think about VR&E. If you do not have any post 9/11 GI Bill available, think about using VR&E, Veterans Readiness and Employment. I'm going to rattle off to you the qualifications for you to be able to apply for VR&E. And then in the event that you apply, you'll go through that initial process and you'll meet with a counselor. When you meet with the counselor is going to determine whether or not you are entitled to VR&E. So it's kind of a two-step process. But the first piece here is to determine if you are eligible to apply. So the first part here is you must not have received a dishonorable discharge, and you have a service-connected disability rating of at least 10% from the VA. Now, it says here, when the VA receives your VR&E application, they'll schedule your initial evaluation with a VRC, a vocational rehabilitation counselor. The VRC will determine if you're entitled to receive VR&E benefits. So they have a lot of power. And I'll tell you that in your conversation with the counselor, you really need to focus on the fact that your service-connected condition or conditions is inhibiting your ability to maintain gainful employment in whatever skill set you have. Therefore, you need to be retrained into something that you could do with your current disabilities. Now, there is a 12-year eligibility period. And it says here that if you were discharged from active duty before January 1st, 2013, before January 1st, 2013 discharge, your basic period of eligibility ends 12 years from one of these dates. The date you receive notice of your date of separation from active duty, or for most folks, it's going to be this one, the date you received your first VA service-connected disability. So if you got out, whatever, in 1992, right? That's prior to 2013. You got out in 92, but you didn't file a claim until 2020. Well, you got 12 years from that. So 2032 would be your end date of that 12 years. So Next piece here is, well, what happens if in the event that you were discharged after 2013? Well, the 12-year basic period of eligibility does not apply to you. Okay. Now, that is some important information, because when you go to apply for VR&E, you want to make sure that you understand that you have all of the pieces in place before you actually get that application going. Now, I'm going to put the information on the Automotive Dealership Institute in the description and in the comments for you as well. The one thing I wanted to point out was, if you click on their website and you go check them out, they have a tab in there that is for U.S. veterans, and they also have testimonials from veterans. I think that that's a very important piece for you to check out as you look, because this is veterans who went through this. I'm going to read you a little blurb here on their website as well. It says here, licensed and government approved, the only F&I is Finance and Insurance School to accept the post 9/11 GI Bill. Our helpful VA liaison is ready to help and will handle all the required paperwork to use your educational benefits from the VA. U.S. veterans who qualify for the post 9/11 GI Bill can apply for full tuition assistance with the generous allowance for housing and expenses, which most people are very aware of that. Again, the class is a Monday through Friday class, and it's 4 weeks long. You'll have all the materials that you need supplied. You'll receive your management diploma, an expert nationwide job placement assistance with over 90% job placement rate, which is huge. That in itself is worth a boatload of whatever money, really, at the end of the day. Getting that expert nationwide job placement is essential. Now, what I wanted to throw out here to you as well is, you can contact the advisor there at ADI, Automotive Dealership Institute, at 877-222-7107. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.